Hey guys. Sorry, I was a little late. I was looking for something and I can't find it. So there we go. Hopefully we're live. Hey guys.
When surprise breakdowns happen, American Home Shield will be there to fix or replace parts of the systems and appliances you rely on every day. They help protect your time and money by connecting you with qualified pros.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm here. Let me know if you are here or you can see me or what's going on. Or if anybody here is even here. I'm here. Okay. And hopefully you can see this okay. I know a lot of you guys, hi honey. I know a lot of you guys are going to be diamond painting. So most of you guys aren't looking at this. If I turn this on, is it too bright? Yeah, it makes that horrible. I've got the window, the curtains open here, so we should be able to see it okay. So this is what I'm doing for Easter. It's just a little off canvas piece. I thought it was really cute. There, like that. And it's got some great specials. So I did a video of me kitting this up. Hi, Jaylee. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Hey, Maxine. How are you? Glad you're here. I'm just kind of giving it a couple minutes. I was a little late actually coming in myself, so I was looking for something, but just kind of waiting for people to come in. And so yeah, this is just a little off canvas piece that I'm going to be doing. Okay, I was just looking at that. The T's are sideways on here. Looks a little weird. So how's everybody doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. Most people get the weekends off, right? Most of us. Hey, Kathy. It's all right. I was late to the live myself. I was late. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be live? Oh. Okay. Guess I'll do it then. I'm going to start. So if you saw the kit up, I had to put some of the drills. I had to leave some of the drills in this baggie. So I'm going to start with these so I can get rid of these. Yeah. Oh, Maxine, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I cannot tell you how scared I was to do that video. I must have asked my husband a million times, do you think I should post this? Like, I don't know if I should post this or not. And he's like, no, it'd be funny, you know, but I was worried. I was worried too. So, yeah, I was like, oh man, I hope people like watch the whole thing, you know? Oh yeah, Jaylee. Yeah, my husband, he works for the city, and so he works nights and he gets paid more. Yeah. So I totally understand. Oh, I'm glad you thought it was funny. It was just, you know, I was trying to be lighthearted. Or not lighthearted, but you know, I was just trying to do an April Fool's and I was like, I don't know, this might be too serious. Like, what if somebody takes this really serious? Oh, I'm tired too. Yeah. Are we all tired? Are we all tired? Like, is everybody yawning all the time? And everybody I know right now is so tired and yawning constantly. And I don't know, is it the change of the seasons? What's going on? Or is it just the people I know? I don't know. But yeah, people seem to be really, really tired. I mean, just like exhausted tired. Like unnaturally tired. So, oh, okay, Maxine. Yeah. I just put new putty in here, so this is, why is it sticking so bad though? This is like really bad. This is just normal putty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe we still are adapting to the time change. I don't know. I don't understand it. It just, so many people are so tired. So I have a new glue dot and I have new putty in here. You know what it is though too? I don't think this glue is very good on this canvas. So yeah. So I wanted to do this before Easter, obviously. Yeah, the glue is so bad on here. Because Easter is on Sunday. So do you guys have plans for Easter? Are you spending it with your families? What are you guys doing? Look at this, it's not even sticking. Well, this isn't gonna be very fun for me. No, the canvas is sticky. What the heck is going on with this? Let me take some of this putty out. This is really weird. It's just not sticking. I can be very convincing. Yes. Yeah, I was trying to be. I was trying to be. Wow. These are really not sticking. Come on. Am I gonna have to do one at a time? Yeah, let's just do one at a time. All right, that's fine. Fine. We don't celebrate Easter. No, these are just coming off. We don't celebrate Easter, so we're not doing anything. My husband's gonna try to get the backyard mowed. What are these? These are super sticky. Let me try using my other pen. Let me try using this pen. No, it's not sticky. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, they're sliding all over the place. Okay. Yeah, your adult kids are doing your own thing. I know it isn't good. What is going on here? Look at that. I barely touch it and it's sliding. I have to be like super careful. It's sticky though. It's really sticky. The canvas is really sticky, so I don't know we'll just deal with it here. We'll just deal with it. I don't know. It's gonna be really frustrating. Yeah, I got some people who were almost everybody was really nice about that video, but then of course I had some trolls on there that were pretty mean actually. They were pretty darn mean. But you kind of have to have a thick skin if you're gonna be putting yourself out there, because there are just people who are just jerks and they don't have anything else to do in their lives. So I just thank them for their view. That's what I did. So yeah, so my husband's gonna mow the yard, he's gonna work on the truck. And yeah, we're just, I don't know. I think we might have some, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. But yeah, none of our family celebrates Easter. Obviously when the kids were little, but that's it. So, but I do have some Easter, I I do have some Easter facts for you guys, and some of them were really, really interesting to me. I had never heard of some of these, and some of these I had to fact check because I was like, there's no way. There's no way. So here we go. The name Easter likely comes from Ostra, which is a spring and fertility goddess. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Easter celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The date changes every year because it's based on the first full moon after the spring equinox. Now, I thought we had a full moon already, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I can't see what you guys are typing, but so that's why it's different. That's why I was so confused, and I was like, how come I was thinking Easter was in March? Well, sometimes it is in March, and sometimes it's in April. So it depends on the full moon, when the full moon is after the spring equinox. Interesting. Eggs symbolize new life, rebirth, which goes back to ancient cultures like Persia, which is long before Christianity. I did not know that. Now look, we're not going to get into a religious debate, I hope. So let's not do that. This isn't about religion. I just thought these were interesting Easter facts that I didn't know. Some of them I didn't know. The tradition of decorating eggs is called Pysanski in Ukraine, featuring intricate wax designs. So they use wax. I thought that was interesting. That'd be kind of cool. The first chocolate Easter egg was made in France and Germany in the 1800s. But the UK's Cadbury made Easter chocolate super popular. Don't we love Cadbury? Who doesn't love Cadbury? You know the Cadbury commercials with the lion that I don't know why they make the chicken sound, but well, because of the egg. Americans eat over 16 million jelly beans each Easter, enough to circle the earth multiple times. I love jelly beans. I love jelly beans. Who doesn't love a jelly bean? Raise your hand if you love jelly beans. The Easter Bunny tradition came from German immigrants in the 1700s. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Like I said, I had to fact check some of these because some of these I was like, what? In Germany, kids believed an egg-laying hare called Osterhase delivered eggs. So not too different from here, really, you know. Okay, and here it is around the world. So in Poland, it's known as, I'm going to get this wrong, Smingus Dingus. People splash each other with water for good luck. Yes, this is on Easter. In France, in Ha, chefs cook a massive omelet using thousands of eggs to feed the whole village. Isn't that cool? In Norway, Norwegians read crime stories during Easter. Ooh, see, that's up my alley right there. That's up my alley. They read crime stories during Easter. Interesting. In Greece, people play a game called, I'm going to get this incorrect. Sorry for hacking this. Sugisma, which is cracking red eggs against each other. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. Maybe that's kind of like in a parade type of a situation, but if you're going to come behind me at work, no. In Spain, it is a Holy Week procession in cities like Seville, which are very elaborate and dramatic with giant floats and costumes. In Australia, Australians promote the bilby instead of rabbits, since rabbits are pests there. I don't blame them. Have you guys seen the rabbits in Australia? How bad they are? It's really bad. That and the mice. Oh my gosh. I mean, everything in Australia scares me, but all the animals, but they've got a real problem there. In Hungary, now this, I was telling my husband, I'm like, if some man did this to me, I'd be so mad. Men sprinkle women with perfume or water and receive eggs in return. He wouldn't be getting an egg from me. Don't, if you're not getting an egg from me if you sprinkle perfume on me, okay? You ain't getting an egg. Now listen to this. This is the one I had to look up. And I think Pia is from Finland. In Finland, kids dress up like witches and go door to door for treats. So it's kind of like a little Halloween style Easter. In the Philippines, some people are actually nailed to crosses during reenactments of the crucifixion, which is very controversial, it says. So we don't need to get into that. But the UK, a classic Easter activity. I don't think they're actually nailed. I think they reenact. Yeah, they reenact. Sorry, they reenact it. In UK, a classic Easter activity is rolling eggs down hills to symbolize the rolling away of Jesus's tombstone. Interesting. Most of us will know this, but the White House Easter egg roll has been held since 1878. The biggest Easter egg hunt ever was in Florida with over 500,000 eggs. I wonder if they found all of them. The world's largest chocolate Easter egg was over 34 feet tall, and it was made in Italy. Oh, they have such good chocolate there. Have you guys ever been to Italy? They have the best food in Italy. Oh my gosh, the best food. Pretzels were once associated with Easter because their twisted shape looked like arms in prayer. How interesting. In medieval times, eggs were forbidden during Lent, so people saved them and ate tons on Easter. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. 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 What do you guys think of all that? Hi, Elizabeth. Sorry. I was reading. I couldn't see the chat. Couldn't see it. Oh, Jaylee, I don't eat those either. No. Plus, you guys, oh my gosh, speaking of going down rabbit holes, no pun intended, I saw this whole thing about Cadbury and Hershey's and all these chocolate companies that are starting to not put chocolate in their chocolate anymore. They're getting away from it. And I'm like, squeeze me? Then what are we eating? Basically just oils. It's interesting because I asked my husband, oh shoot, I forgot what it was that I asked him that if he had eaten one recently because he tends to eat chocolate. And he said, oh, it was a Reese's Pieces because that's one of the ones where they're getting away from putting chocolate in their candy. And I said, yeah, Reese's is one of them. And he goes, that's interesting because the last time I had one, it didn't taste right. And I'm like, really? So yeah, quick, order all the chocolate you can now. You know what? Why? So I can't multi-place. I can only single place. Is that what this is telling me? What is going on? Interesting. So anyway, just some interesting Easter facts that I did not know. There's other ones as well that are not related to like the Christian faith. So there's a bunch. There's a bunch of different ones that are just all over the board, you know. But it doesn't matter about the religion. I'm just saying it's interesting how it's celebrated throughout the whole world differently. Perfume though, oh God, can you imagine at the end of the day what you would smell like? Getting perfume dumped on you? No, thank you. No, thank you. I wanted to let you guys know hi Elizabeth, if you are in the market for a diamond painting and you have not purchased from Mirthful Diamond Painting, I have some news for you. She is now having the product directly shipped to you from the factory, free. It's free. So yeah, if you want to look into that, if you've been like, you know, not wanting to purchase from Mirthful Diamond Painting because of the cost, you might want to go put it in your cart and see how much. Don't forget to use my code. What is my code? I can't look it up. Can't look up my code right now, but it's underneath all of my descriptions in my videos. So yeah, she's directly shipping it from the factory to you, so you don't have to deal with the shipping costs. And I was like, oh, I better go on there now because there was one that I wanted. I'm still waiting for one from Diamond Art Club. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yes, hit like and subscribe and all the things. All the stuff and things. If you guys noticed, I put up a goal. I don't know if you see the goal. It's a little target at the top of the chat, and it's for super chats. So my goal is to get 10 super chats. I figure that what I'm going to do during my lives, because I am not going to be doing memberships, I'm not going to be doing Patreon, I'm not doing any of that type of thing. I'm just going to do it during my lives, and I'll just set, you can now set, YouTube has allowed us creators to set goals on super chats. So you can, before the live starts, you can set a goal of super chats. And this is the first time that I'm using the feature. So I don't know what happens once I hit the goal. I don't know what happens, but because I figured, you know, if I'm not doing memberships or Patreon or anything like that, why not? People who can will, people who can't won't, and it's fine either way. Doesn't matter. So I hear you, Elizabeth. Yeah, everybody's struggling right now, I think. You know. Oh, this is so irritating, you guys. This canvas is very frustrating. I thought it was my pen, but it's definitely not my pen. So I have a video coming up next week. I have 2 videos coming up next week. And one of them, I really go into talking about women sticking together and safety and all that kind of stuff, because I went down this, again, another rabbit hole. Yeah, this is so weird. I can't multi-place on here, but I can single place. What? I have never had this happen before. So if I single place, they stick, everything's fine. If I multi-place, they're slippery and they won't. Let me try this multi-placer. What the heck? This is the most bizarre. No, it won't. Okay, so the glue is sticky, but it's not as sticky as the putty, apparently. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, look, and see, it says there's 1 now at the top. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna hit the like button. Trying to figure out if there's anything I can do about this, but I don't see how I can fix this. It's got to be the glue. So how's everybody's weather? The weather's been crazy. Like, oh, somebody used your debit card? Oh, Maxine, a super chat is a way that you can send send me money. Basically, there's a little money symbol down by the happy face at the bottom by the chat, but you don't have to. Don't feel like you have to. But a super chat, that's what it is. And I was showing everybody last super chat, or last super chat, last live. See, why are these? I'm in the Bermuda Triangle with this thing. Last live, I got $25 in super chats, and I showed everybody in my Facebook group. Hi, Snowflake. I showed everybody in my Facebook group. I took a screenshot of my YouTube Studio earnings, and I showed everybody that $25 ended up equaling, what was it, $12.53, you guys that were in the Facebook group. So like I had $25 in donations, and I was trying to show everybody, you guys, look, like YouTube takes, I mean, it's just, I don't even know what to say. Even I was surprised because I thought it was like 45%. I didn't know it was like, because that's like over 50%. That's over, unless somebody canceled their super chat, which I don't know if you can do that or not. But it's possible. Oh, no, it's okay. But I mean, I suppose it would be, boy. You know what it is? It's these crystals are sticking to the, shh. It's Rico. It's like these crystals are sticking to the, that's what it is. Shh. Rico, it's just cocoa. It's just cocoa. So Rico went to the vet. He had to get a blood draw and his lepto shot. And yesterday he had a huge, yeah, he is discovering as always. He had a huge bruise on his leg from where they tried to do the blood draw. They tried to do it there. And then they tried to, they also did one in his neck. And oh my gosh, he was in so much pain yesterday. I'm glad he's feeling better today. Rico, come here. Come here. Come here. And he is officially 3.5 pounds. He's officially 3.5 pounds now. So he's getting up there. He's getting up there. Oh, now he can hear himself on the, do I not have the TV turned down all the way? Oh, geez, now he can hear himself on there. So yeah, we have his surgery scheduled for his neuter. It's on the 29th of, this is ridiculous. This is not going well. Maybe if I just do it the lightest pressure possible on the crystals, just the lightest pressure possible, like where I'm barely touching them. It's scheduled for the 29th of April to get neutered. So he's got 6 toes on his back feet, but hear me out, they're not actual toes. So he's got dew claws on his back feet that aren't attached, which means they're free floating dew claws, which are dangerous because he can get them hooked on stuff. It's basically like it's an extra toe. Sometimes dew claws are connected. In other words, they are a true toe, and other times they are not. These are not true toes. They have nails on them, but they're not connected to his foot, if you will. They're just kind of, they're connected obviously with skin, but not with bone. And so it can be dangerous because they can catch them on, you know, blankets or something when they're jumping off of something. They can, you know, be running and catch it on something, and it can get ripped off. And you don't want that. So I was like, well, when we have his surgery, I'd like to have, come here. When we have his surgery, I'd like to have those removed as well. Well, get this. His neuter, okay, is like around $300 to get him neutered. Now, that doesn't include all the other stuff, but just the neuter is $300. Do you guys know how much it is to remove his two little tiny toes that aren't even attached to his back feet? It's $600. It's $600. And my husband was so funny. He's like, okay, so they're already removing 2 of something and they just have to remove 2 more of something. And they're charging twice the price. I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys. So I'm like, no, don't do it then. Just never mind. He's just going to have 6 toes, I guess. I mean, maybe at some other point, but I'm $600 to have his little toes. They literally, not to be, you know, whatever, but they literally just cut them off. They're not, it's like a skin tag is what it is at this point. It's just that it's got a nail that grows, you know, so it's like a real nail that does grow, but it's not, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but $600, I'm like, so the neuter's only $300. What? I almost think that the nurse that sent me the paperwork is wrong or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's gotta be wrong. That's gotta be wrong. So Elizabeth, to get back to what you're saying, so many times I have had somebody steal my credit card, steal my debit card, meaning not physically steal it, but, you know, use it. And I've had to have it replaced. And it's just unfortunate, but I feel so much better because it's like our bank is really good about, like, if something like that happens, you know, they report it to the fraud department and it's the charges are reversed. But yeah, it's always a pain to have to wait to get your, you know, your debit card, because otherwise you just have to go to the bank to get cash or something, you know, but I get it. Wow. I am accidentally touching these with my hand and they are going all over the place. You guys, this is really bad. Yeah, the glue is just not, it feels really sticky though. What the. But yeah, the reason why I was asking about weather was because the weather has just been crazy in so many different, like, it was like 144 degrees in Dubai or something the other day. And then it was like, it's just, I don't know. It's just been, Phoenix was really hot, I remember, but then it was like winter conditions and other DoorDash delivery. Yeah, Maxine, and they did charge me. Okay, right. And they had the anesthesia listed. They had it listed because he was already going to be under for the neuter. And so I'm like, okay, well, that didn't add to the cost. When we went in initially, okay, so here's what happened. When we went in to go get his shots, I forgot about his due clause. So they gave me an estimate for his neuter. And it was the total with everything, the medications, the anesthesia, all that kind of stuff was right around $600. Okay. Okay. So anesthesia, medications, Elizabethan collar, all that kind of stuff, right? $600. Well, I called them back and I'm like, oh no, you guys, I forgot the doctor and I had discussed having his dew claws removed. And they're like, oh, we'll have a nurse, you know, email you that information. Well, when I got it, it was 1,200 plus, it was between $1,200 and $1,500. And it literally listed the toes. And this was weird. It said dew claw removal, 400, it was almost $500. And then it said dew claw additional, and that one was only around $200. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What happened? Uh, yeah, it's your card. Yeah. I don't think it's, I don't even, this glue feels really sticky to me though. Sorry, I'm complaining about this, but it's really frustrating when you can't just diamond paint. You're having a, maybe I'm supposed to be doing this with tweezers. That's the trick. It's like you're supposed to be doing this with tweezers, Rami. I mean, see, some areas it's fine. So I don't know. So I'm working on this J wall. You guys saw the kit up, hopefully. The 2-part kit up, you guys. Oh my gosh. I am so glad the way I arranged the kit. It is working out really nicely. I wasn't able to start the J wall until the 2nd. So I'm a little behind because I forgot I had to do my calendar first. So I'm a little behind, but it's going okay. It's going great as far as me being able to find the bottles that I need. So that's what I was really worried about was, oh man, this just isn't going to work out, but it is. It's working out really, really good. So yeah, just to have his teeth clean, $1,500. That sounds about right. It's just, it's ridiculous. You know, you can buy those teeth cleaning kits that vets have, the machines that they use. You can buy them. Did you know that? At least you used to be able to. And you can do it at home. The problem is that most dogs need to be put under, because I was a vet tech. I've done many a dental cleaning. Most of the time dogs need to be put under. And I think I've talked about this before. Kathy would know all about this, but man, when it was time to do greyhounds, we would do the greyhounds for free because they were rescue dogs. And we would get, like a few that came in. And you have to put them under to clean their teeth. And all dogs. And greyhounds' hearts and lungs are so efficient that you had to really hurry to get theirs done because they would wake up. They would wake up and you can't just keep giving them anesthesia. So it's like once they wake up, you're done. Like it was like, you better know what you're doing and hurry up. But yeah, those greyhounds, man, they just pop out of that anesthesia so quickly. Same with surgeries. It's like, hurry up. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have to fix your teeth. No. Well, he's your dog and they're your teeth. So I say you just do whatever you want to do. That's why they're called personal assistants and not personal boxes. So I gotta get all of these ones out of my tray here because I threw the bag away like a smarty party. So what are you guys diamond painting? Are you diamond painting today? What are you doing? Or what are you currently working on if you're not diamond painting right at this exact moment? What are you working on? Huh? What are you doing? Ouch, that would hurt. I always worry about falling and knocking my front teeth out. I don't know why, but I've always had a fear of doing that. I've always had a fear of getting my teeth knocked out. I don't know why. Man, that would hurt. See, how did these get over here? Oh, good night, nurse. Okay, here we go. Pegasus constellation. Oh, Dakota Detweiler. Heavy confetti. Ah, yes. That's like this JWoww. It's pretty heavy confetti. I might at some point get like a few trays, small ones, just the little small ones that you get out of kits, and put the bottles by the trays, and just take a look at one section and kind of see what symbols I have there, and then just set those out. So I've got like 5 trays going, 4 trays going, whatever, 3. That might make it a little easier. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't make it easier. Maybe that would make more work. I don't know. I'm super klutzy. I walk into walls. I turn corners too soon. So it's like I misjudge the corners in our house. But I've always been like that. I've always been like that. And I will just I'll just run right into usually with my shoulder, I'll run into the wall. And I bruise really easily too. Two Amazon kits. Oh, Maxine, nice. I have a surprise that's coming today that kind of aligns with what you just said. I'm so excited about it too. I got it on a D-stash. And it's an older kit. It's never been opened. So I'm super excited. It's supposed to come today. It should be here today. If it comes today, there's no way I'm going to be able to show you guys because it's too big. It's not huge or anything, but it's I can show you the box, but that won't tell you anything. Okay, I'm done with those ones. Man, maybe some of these other colors will be better. Let's see. Let's go with number 4. I see a bunch of number 4s up there. Yes, it is a mystery kit. And I've never done a mystery kit. And it's from Diamond Art Club. And it is my favorite artist. And this has been long discontinued. In a pet-free, smoke-free house. And it's never been opened. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Just go a little at a time. It'll be fine. I tend to, Maxine, I will look at the whole thing, and that's when I become overwhelmed. I'm like, oh man, like, oh geez. But if you just, I don't know if you section off areas, but if you just section off an area and you just look at that one little, you know, just that one little area, and you just focus on that one little area, pretty soon it's like, look at how much I've gotten done. Yeah, I've never done a mystery kit. Well, I've never done a Diamond Art Club mystery kit. I've never done a mystery kit that had symbols on it. I always have done blank mystery kits where there's no symbols or anything. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm super excited. How big is your mystery kit? Mine's not big. Mine's not big. You're having to recut the stickers, Kathy? Wait, what kit was that on? On Rubik? Please let them know about that. Please let them know about that. In fact, I don't know how big of a hurry you're in, but if you're not, if you're not in a big hurry, I would let them know and see if you can get another set of stickers. Unless you're like, no, you know, that'll take longer and this isn't that big of a deal. But I still would let them know. Still let them know. Because they want to know stuff like that. They're not going to be like, oh my gosh, she's being so rude. They're not going to think that at all. They're going to thank you for that. They will thank you for letting them know. So let them know. Because if it's happening to you, it potentially could be happening to other people and they don't want that to happen. So okay, let's see. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about, I already talked about in a video that's coming up, and I don't want to repeat myself. Dang it. I was watching some true crime yesterday. I haven't watched true crime in a while, and I always watch true crime. Why am I multiplexing? It won't work, Grammy. Stop it. Okay, Elizabeth. Take care. Oh, that is big. Maxine, that is big. That's as big as McTee Swaddle. Almost as big as McTee Swaddle that I have here. Let's see. Can I aim this up so you can see it? If you haven't seen my craft room tour, can you see that painting right there on the wall? Can you see that painting? Maxine, that is McTee Swaddle, and that's how big she is. So she's a big one. Ugh. Sorry, I have to make those noises when I'm moving this. There we go. Okay. Sorry, my craft room's messy right now. So the rest of that wall, I'm gonna find another painting to put on that wall. That wall's not done yet, but yeah. So I was watching some true crime. I can't talk about any of it because of YouTube's terms of service. But dang, you know, like what is wrong with people? Ugh. What is wrong with people? I mean, how much time do we have, right? How long did it take me to complete her? I could look it up. That was in 2024. I did her, I think like 2 weeks. Probably 2 weeks. But Maxine, okay, I have a lot of time to diamond paint. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, Remy, you can diamond paint so fast. No, I can't. I just have more time. You know, I don't work. I stay at home. And that's just the truth of it. I'm just being honest. So it's like, oh wow, you can really diamond paint fast. No, I can't. I just have more time to do it. You know what I mean? So sound effects are always good. Oh yeah, for the true crime. Okay, so it was like, ah, and then it was like, boom, boom, and then it was like, wow, 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 and then it was like, you're under arrest. It was something like that. Yeah, it is doable. Very, very doable. Very doable. That particular painting, in the upper right corner, was all 310s. That painting had 20 bags of 310, I think. And it's a Diamond Art Club piece. And I start in the upper right corner, and when okay, here we go. I got off with the 310s. It's a square piece, and I got off with the 310s. And I had done a significant amount of it, probably a 10 by 10 section. Okay, and I was off by a lot. What I mean by that is the squares were hanging down a little bit over the next row. And so I did a video to show everybody how to fix that, because it's very easy to fix. But when you notice that you're off, you start freaking out and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to rip all these off and redo them. Oh my gosh, no. I mean, if you've done a little bit, yeah, but you can easily fix that problem. So, but I remember being so upset about it. I was like, no. Okay, so when I was kitting this up, I was showing you guys this, but I want to show you again. Look at how small the letter V is. That is okay, here's the letter X. That's the letter V. That's the letter V. Look at how tiny that is. I was supposed to see that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. It's for the flowers. That is like the tiniest symbol I've ever seen. Yeah. Cocoa helps her paint. Hi, Marty. How are you doing? You guys, Marty's here. Hi, Marty. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Are you diamond painting? What are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? We're just chilling. Yeah, Coco and I'm teaching Rico how to diamond paint now. You know, so maybe with his 6 toes in the back, he'll be able to diamond paint a little bit faster than Coco. Right? Oh, you're getting ready to diamond paint? Right on. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, why do I keep trying to multi-place? It's not working. What are you diamond painting, Marty? No, no, no. No, no, no. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Shh. It's just me. It's just Mama. It's just Mama. It's just Mama. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? That he's learning how to diamond paint. I know. I know. So, in this video that's coming up this next week, I was talking about women's safety and like different things that like even new things that I've heard of that I haven't heard of before, like stuff that's going on. I'm sure you guys have heard about, oh, there's some 6s right there. I'm sure you guys have heard about like the people leaving stuff underneath your windshield wipers. Have you guys heard about that? So what they'll do is they'll put something underneath your windshield wiper and like even $100 bill, right? And what are you going to do? You're going to stop and you're going to go, whoa, what the heck? And you're going to go and reach for it, right? So you're standing by your car, you're stopped, right? And now you're distracted. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I did a video of her diamond painting. Yeah. Cause she can diamond paint. Yeah. Oh yeah. She can totally diamond paint. Coco's really good at diamond painting. I'll take naps and I'll just be like, can you go in there and diamond paint for me? And Coco's like, sure, Mom. Sometimes she spills a lot of drools though, but besides that, it's fine. Yeah, but these people are doing that to try to, you know, grab you. So if you see something, a stuffed animal, money, anything like that, that's underneath your windshield wipers, just get in your car, lock the doors, and leave. You can leave that area and look at it later. You don't have to look at it right there. Just get out of that area. Don't hang out. And if you're shopping, you park your car, you go in, you go shopping, and you come back out and there's a van parked next to your car. Don't be shy. I know us as women, we tend to be like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want to burden anybody. I don't want to hassle anyone. You know, no, hassle somebody. Ask somebody to walk you to your car. Anybody will walk you to your car. Another woman, security guard, you know, somebody will walk you to your car. Just ask anybody. They'll walk you to your car. So better to be safe, right? Better to be embarrassed than to have something happen to you and us never see you again, right? It's like, it's better to feel silly about something. It's better to feel like, oh, wow, I overreacted about that. Ha, 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 you know, than to underreact. So But yeah, I was just watching a lot of stuff about that. And um, there's women coming up to other women. Sometimes they have babies. Sometimes it's just another woman. And they're coming up with like a Post-it note. And they pretend that they can't speak English and that they're trying to like get directions, or they're trying to ask for help or something. So you're in the grocery store, you're at Target, and somebody comes up to you and they've got a Post-it note and there's something written on the Post-it note and they're trying to hand it to you. Do not, whatever you do not touch that piece of paper, because there is most likely something on that piece of paper, if you know what I mean. And if that person really needed help, they could go up to the register, they could go to customer service. Ask yourself, why are they asking me for help? Why are they asking me for help? Why aren't they up at the counter? Why aren't they, asking someone else for help? It doesn't make sense, and a lot of these tactics, these are tactics that people use for human trafficking. They use them for, when, you touch the paper, you start not feeling very good. You start feeling woozy and drowsy, and oh, they're going to help you out to your car. And they know where you're parked because they've been watching you. They watched you go into the store. That's why they're coming up to you. So don't touch it. Don't touch the paper. And then there's also the one where there's the paper in the door handle. Have you heard of that? Where you go up to open your door and there's like a napkin that's like pushed into your door handle. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. Whatever you do, don't touch it. It's most likely laced with something. Why would somebody push a napkin or a piece of paper into your door handle? So anyway, I was just talking about, what is this supposed to be right here? Like a wreath or something. This is my least favorite off canvas piece that I've done so far. Definitely. Not just because of the stick, but because of like, it's kind of not really turning out very nicely. So I don't know. Doesn't look good to me. Okay, where did I see that number 1? Okay, here it is. So yeah, have you heard of any of those tactics? Have you guys heard of any of those tactics? Some of them I had heard of, some of them I hadn't. There's another one where you'll be, shopping, and let's say you're in the clothing department or something, and a woman comes up to you. Again, it's a woman. A woman comes up, and us as females, we're like, well, it's a woman. I mean, there are allies, there are friends, like, and a woman will come up to you and she'll be like, oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing. How often has that happened to us? That it's common, right? So you're not going to think anything of it. You're not going to think anything of that. You're just going to think, oh, how nice. That was super nice of this person. And so you're like, oh, thanks, and they're like, yeah, definitely. Where did you get it? And they just keep asking you questions. Oh, you look like you work out. Do you work out? Oh, where do you work out at? Oh, are you married? Do you have any kids? It's just, bizarre behavior. I'm sorry, but if you're in a clothing department at a store and some woman is coming up asking, I mean, it's like, we're not best friends. I don't know you. I don't know you. It's okay to be rude, you guys. It's okay to be rude. And I don't mean like be super, super rude, but you can say something like, even if you don't have a husband, even if you don't have a boyfriend, even if you don't have any of that kind of stuff, just simply say, oh, you know what? I have to go. My husband's in the hunting department. Say it like that. Say something like that. Not like my husband's in the, to tell this person my husband's in the hunting department. I got to go to the hunting department, and just politely leave. Just leave, because this person, again, you know, they're up to something. They are up to no good. No, you're not going to find your soulmate best friend at Walmart or Target in the clothing department because they asked you, you know, or said that they liked what you were wearing. I'm sorry, but it's not happening. Not happening. And it's so sad that we have to be, so on guard and so suspicious of people, you know, but you guys, I mean, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is, you know. There was a gal who was getting on a train. She was trying to get on a train, and this guy was following her, so she was kind of like going all these different ways at the train station to see if he was indeed following her. And yes, he was, because he followed every direction that she went. And she didn't know what to do. There's so many things you can do, but she didn't know what to do. That's fair. She didn't know what to do. And she saw 4 women that were standing together talking. And so she went up, you know us women. So she went over to the women and she said, you guys, I'm sorry to bother you, but that man over there, he's following me. And one of the women grabbed her coat sleeve and pulled her into the center of the 4 women. And the 4 women turned and stared at the man, and the man walked away. And the 4 women all got, or all 5 of the women now, because there's 5, all got on the train together. But the man was in the car ahead of them. Nothing bad happened, but at least it deterred him, you know, enough to where she was able to safely get away. So pay attention to your surroundings. Don't have your headphones in. Do not have your headphones in. If you have to listen to your phone or something like that, just leave one in. Just put one in. Because you never know. You never know if somebody's behind you or what. You need to be listening. So that's right. It is. The female is the distraction. Yes. And most likely she's going to try to convince you to come out to her car where the male is waiting, you know. And unfortunately, as women, like I said, we're too afraid to be rude. I'm not saying everybody, I'm not saying we're all too afraid to be rude, but I'm just saying we are always taught to be polite and kind and gracious and, you know, that type of stuff. No, heck to the no. Heck to the no. And like I said, you don't have to be massively rude or like scream at the person unless you're in extreme danger. But I mean, you can just simply say, like I said, oh, my husband's, always say your husband, my dad, my brother. You know, yes, even if you're a grown woman, say my dad. Make sure it's a male. It's always a male that you know, refer to. You're going to go meet a male. And if you're ever waiting somewhere, let's say you're waiting somewhere. I don't know where you're waiting, but let's just say you're waiting somewhere and somebody comes up and they're like, oh, hi, you know, blah, blah, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, are you waiting for somebody? Yes, you freaking are. Yes, you are waiting for somebody. You're waiting for your dad, your brother, your uncle, your husband, your boyfriend. You are waiting for them. And they are going to be there really soon. So yeah. Yeah. There was a woman that got into a Uber. She called an Uber. And do you guys know that there are women-only Ubers now? In case you don't feel comfortable. Yeah. But anyway, she got into an Uber. It was the person that was supposed to be there. So she felt good with that. He knew her name. She felt good with that. She got into the car. Everything was fine. It was about a 15-minute car ride. It was supposed to be a 15-minute car ride. And for about the first 6 minutes, she said she was on the phone with her sister. And she got off the phone and she started scrolling through her phone. So she's looking down at her phone, right? And the driver is, you know, she's in the back seat and she's looking down at her phone. And she said, for whatever reason, you guys, I swear our intuition is everything. It's everything. You guys know, I know you guys have intuition. I know at some point in your life, you have had some type of like, this doesn't feel right to me, or, I don't think I should be doing this, or, you know, we've got it. We just need to use it. For whatever reason, she decided to look up briefly from her phone. And what she saw the driver doing was taking his shirt and pulling it up over his nose. Do you know what I'm saying? So he took his shirt and he pulled it up over his nose. So now it's covering his nose and his mouth. And he's looking at her in the rearview mirror. And she was like, what? And he turned the heater on, or the air conditioner on, or whatever. And this white cloud came out of the vents. And it took her a minute, and she was like, what's going on? And he was staring at her. And she quickly was like, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe. So but she got just a little tiny bit of it, in her lungs. And then she held her breath, and she instantly started feeling tingly. Luckily, for whatever reason, she actually was able to get out of the car. The door was unlocked. He didn't lock the doors, thank God, because if he would have locked the doors, that would have been it. But she was able to get out of the car, and there was some people standing kind of at an intersection by where she had gotten out. And she was trying to tell them what had happened, but she really couldn't speak very well because of whatever she breathed in. And the people were confused. They were trying to help her, but she wasn't able to articulate what was going on. So yeah. I don't do Ubers or anything. I haven't had to do an Uber before. My son has. I can't pick these up. This is embarrassing. Wow. I was doing really good with these tweezers, and there we go. So yeah, be careful out there. Distraction is everything. You know, our devices distract us so much. We're looking down when we should be looking up. And you know, when you're walking somewhere, you stand tall. Stand as tall as you can. Put your back straight. Put your head up. Make yourself look as big as possible. You know, and don't be distracted. Don't be on your. It's not worth it. It isn't worth it. Just wait till you get to wherever you're. Look, if you're walking somewhere, how long is it really going to take for you to get there? That person can wait 2, 5, 10 minutes to hear from you, you know, unless it's an absolute emergency. They can wait. You can wait. I promise everything will be okay. You know, just wait. Just wait. And a really good deterrent, this is actually really good to know. A really good deterrent that is something that we can all do. We can all do. You just have to be pretty brave. You just got to be brave. Is if somebody is following you, if you're walking and somebody is following you, or somebody, you get in an elevator and a man just gets right up on you, you know the best thing to do? I want you to turn and look at that man directly in the eyes and just stare at him. And I can almost guarantee you 99% of the time that person's going to stop because you're acting crazy and they don't want to deal with crazy. Okay. They don't want to deal with that. Plus, Grapers were actually interviewed. So were people who abducted people were interviewed. And when women do that, it's a big deterrent for them because they now know that that person can identify them in a lineup. So turn and look at that person and stare at them directly in the eyes. Let them know I am somebody not to be effed with, okay? Touch me and find out. Touch me and find out. How about them apples? You just try it, mister. You just try it. I'll give you something to think about. Anyway, I do a whole video on it this upcoming week. It's way more in depth, but I do go over some of those stories. Okay, I can't grab these because of the width of the, there we go. So yeah, I hope none of us are in those situations. I have been in a situation like that before. Well, several times. But I'll tell you one example of something that happened to me. And it was before I had kids, but I think I was married to Adam. So yeah, it was when we were married, but it was before we had kids. So I was going to the grocery store, and it was summer time, and the lights to the parking lot were on, but it was like twilight. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it was still, the sky was still kind of light, but it was that twilight type of light. And there were a lot of people at the store, not a ton of people, but what I mean is there were people going in the store, out of the store. People were pulling in the parking lot. People were getting out of their cars, that type of thing. So normally I park at the back of the parking lot because I like to get my steps in, but I also don't want anybody to dent my car. So I normally park kind of farther back in a parking lot, but this time I didn't. I parked up kind of close to the grocery store for some reason. I don't know why, but I just did. I don't know if I was in a hurry. That's the other thing, you guys. I was definitely distracted because I was like, I wasn't looking forward to grocery shopping. I needed to get a lot of stuff. I knew how heavy everything was going to be. I knew it was going to take some time. Plus, I always hate spending money, so I was quote unquote distracted, if you know what I mean. And I parked my car, and I always look around when I park. I want to know what's around me before I get out of my car. I mean, for all I know, there's, a werewolf or something, I'm joking, I like to look around my car, make sure everything's okay. So I looked around my car, and about 2 or 3 cars over, I saw that there was a man in this vehicle, and he made eye contact with me. I didn't think anything of it. Not a thing. I thought, oh, he must be waiting for his wife, There's just a man. I mean, you don't think things, it's just, there was just a man and he made eye contact with me. So what? Okay. So coast was clear. All right. So I get out of my car, and I noticed, I got out of my car, I locked the door, and I happened to notice that the man got out of his car. I just happened to, okay, noted, written down. Okay. And so I started walking towards the store, and I could see him in my peripheral vision. he had to walk a little bit farther to get to where I was because he, again, was 2 or 3 cars over from me. And I was about 30 feet away from the entrance of the grocery store. And because it was summertime, they had the grocery store doors were all the way open. Do you guys know what I mean? Where they have like, you know how usually the exit and the entrance doors open and close? They had them, they were open. They were all the way open. And so I was walking, and I know that he's behind me because I saw him get out and I could see him in my peripheral going around the cars. And I heard him start running, and he was running towards me. You guys, there's people all over. There were people, like I said, there were people this is happening in broad daylight. Well, not broad daylight, at twilight, but with all of these people around. And this is happening. This is happening right now. This is happening right now. And where did these, oh, wow. Yeah, the glue is not sticking on this. I'm going to have to seal this for sure. I hear him start running towards me. I mean, I could hear him running. And I ran, you guys, as fast as I could, screaming at the top of my lungs, call the police, call the police, call the police. And I just made it inside the doors, and there was this male cart attendant right there at the doors. And I grabbed onto him. I literally grabbed onto him. And I said, call the police, call the police. That man's trying to get me. And I turned around, and as I turned around, he's standing there looking completely like, what the F? Like, what just happened? And turns around, tucks tail, turns around. Wow, all of these are coming off, huh? Ooh. See, where did this one go? Okay. And he took off. He got in his car and took off. So even in broad daylight with people around you, it happens. It's not like you know, always where you hear about these dark alleys, or it was an empty parking lot when she was walking to her abandoned car in the back of the parking lot. No, it doesn't always happen like that. And yeah, so don't be afraid to and I say this in the video too. I'm actually really surprised that he was trying to get me because I'm 5'8". And, you know, I'm not like 5'2" and 110 pounds. I don't know how he was thinking that he was gonna, oh my gosh. These keep getting knocked off somehow. These number ones. I don't know how he was picturing on, I mean, what was he gonna do? Just like grab me and then like, what? I'm kicking and screaming as he's taking me to his car, and he's hoping that nobody's gonna stop him. I guess that's what his plan was. That's what his plan must have been. Good plan. Yeah. So it doesn't always happen in a dark alley. Or, you know, there was nobody around, or, you know, that type of thing. Are you guys still here? I just want to make sure you guys are still here and it didn't mess up or something, because I don't want to just talk to myself. I don't want to be talking and find out that everybody has been gone this whole time and is like, why is she still talking? We've been gone. These flower ones are so cute. Kathy, are you still here? Oh, good. Okay. All right, good. People are still here. I was just making sure. Just making sure. Okay. Everybody's done being good. Yeah. So, it's not like it always is in the true crime things either, you know? I mean, it is. Obviously, those are true crime. So obviously that did happen, but it's not always like that. So, stuff does happen in the middle of the day and you're just like, what the heck? Hey, Sharon, what are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. So glad you're here. Yay, so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Come here, honey. Come here. Come on. Oh, Maxine, thank you. Oh, I only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left before I get my 10 super chats. Oh, Sharon, thank you. You're so sweet. You guys are so nice. I have the best. I don't want to even call you guys subs because you guys are more like friends. So I don't even want to call you. I don't want to be like, I have the best subs. No, I don't. I have the best friends. Really do. Thank you so much, Maxine. So sweet. Thank you. Yeah, this thing is a bust. Where did I get this? This was off of Amazon, I think. And it's definitely going to need... So on this, what I am going to use as a sealer is... I have a spray sealer. Yeah, I'm going to use the spray sealer. The only thing I don't like about it is that the smell lingers for a long, like I wouldn't do it inside, but the smell lingers for a long time on it. But it's really good for stuff like this. It's good for coasters. It's good for, you know, this type of stuff. Plastic. It's good for that. So, yeah. Yep. Definitely. There was another story I was going to tell you. Oh, are you guys following this true crime story that's happening right now? It's in court. They're on trial. They're having the trial right now, and I can't remember the name of the wife. So it was a doctor and his wife, and they went hiking. He was like, "Oh, let's go hiking, honey." I think it was in Hawaii. And yeah, okay, mister. So they go hiking and, you know, they're taking pictures of each other and all this kind of stuff. And now I don't know the whole story of this. I don't know if he was having an affair. I highly suspect that he was, though, no, you know, after all of this. But so they have kids together, young kids together, and they're on this trail. And on the way down, there was this kind of like this lookout, but it was a really scary lookout. It was like right on this cliff's edge. And he's like, "Oh, can you take my picture right here?" And she's like, "Yeah." So he got right up towards the edge of the cliff and she took his picture. They actually have a picture of it in the courtroom. And he's like, "Okay, he's like, come over here because I want to take a picture of you by the cliff." And or by the he didn't say cliff, but by this beautiful lookout. And she was like, "Okay," but she was really scared because he kept telling her to step back farther, and she was getting really scared. So she was holding on to this tree, and he took a picture of her, and you know, everything was fine. And she kind of came towards him to look at the picture, and he just all of a sudden snapped, you guys. Well, you know, he had this planned. I mean, okay, I'll prove to you that he had this planned in a minute. But he just snapped at her, and he threw her to the ground, and he started dragging her towards the edge of the cliff. And she's grabbing on, there's like roots and stuff from trees, and she was this is true, you guys can look this up. This is a trial that's happening right now, like right now. And she's holding on to these roots, and he's not able to pull her, and so he straddles her, and out of his backpack he pulls out this syringe, and he's got a vial in the other hand. Remember, he's a doctor. A doctor of what? I don't know, but psycho. He needs a doctor, that's for sure. So he pulls out this needle, and he's got this vial in his hand, and so she hits the syringe out of his hand, and it lands to the left of them, and she's trying to pry his fingers off of the vial, and she can't do it. And so he's getting really mad at her, and so he picks up a rock and he starts hitting her in the face with this rock. And so she starts screaming, and at one point she's like, "Please don't do this. If you do this, our children are going to be orphans. You know, I'm going to be unalived, and you're going to be," I hate having to say that, by the way. It's so stupid, but anyway, it is what it is. You guys know what I mean. "And you're going to be in prison." And she said, when she said that, it seemed to kind of like, he kind of like calmed down a little bit, but not by much. And so he continued to strike her with this rock, and she's screaming. She is screaming, "Help me, help me, help me." He's trying to, you know, blah, blah, blah me. And so all of a sudden she hears a voice, and it says, "We're here, we're here, we're here for you." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank God." And he stopped. He immediately stopped. He was like, you know, he stopped what he was doing. And she couldn't stand up. She was too weak to stand up. And so she was kind of like shuffling away, like scooting away on her bottom. She was kind of like scooting away from him. And he just sat there, because they asked her in court, "Well, what was he doing?" And she goes, "He was just sitting there watching me," just kind of like with this blank expression on his face. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. And so she was scooting away, and she finally made it down the trail a little bit, and there was these two women, and they were like, we're on the phone with 911 right now, and they're like, you know, here, come here, and they were trying to help her walk. And the one woman, she's like, all I have is this metal water bottle for a weapon. That's all I have. And so one of the women walked behind the victim, and the other woman walked behind so she could keep an eye on the trail to make sure that he wasn't following, but he never came down. He never came down the trail. And yeah, so there's this whole trial going on right now. He was trying to inject her with something, and then I don't know if it was like supposed to sedate her or something, and then he was just gonna toss, recycle. It's recycle day, if you know what I mean. It's like, dang, dude. What is the matter with people? What have people not heard of a divorce? Every time I watch these true crime stories, I'm always like, you guys, it's so easy to just be like, I am not in love with you anymore. I would like a divorce. Okay. It's, you know, it is what it is, you know, but just get a dang divorce. It's like that one guy that was he was a dentist, and he was putting stuff in his wife's protein shake, and she had gone to the hospital 3 times and they could not figure out what was wrong with her. And finally, on the 4th time to the hospital, he shows up with a syringe and again injects her with something. I mean, she's already down. She's already in the hospital, like practically, you know, I mean, fading away. But no, it's not good enough. He needed to make sure the job was completely done. And so he went in there with a syringe, and there's cameras everywhere in hospitals. Freaking morons. That's the thing too. These people are just so stupid. Anyway, this is how they always get caught. But he goes in there and injects her with like, I think it was like, I don't know, it was some type of, oh God, oh, what was it? I don't know. It was some type of thing that I think I've heard of before, but it's like super poisonous or whatever. And so she passes away right there in the hospital. Right there in the hospital. Why did he do it, you ask? Why would he do that? They had kids. Because he was having an affair with a woman that he had met 2 months prior. Like, what? What you say? What? Wow. I want to talk to his mom. I want to talk to his mother. Woman. What? Yeah. Just, I don't know. And then they found the woman, you know, that he was having an affair with. And you're always like, oh, he must have found somebody super attractive and like way better than us. No. Just, ugh. Blech, you know. And I think a lot of it too, you always hear about this in the true crime. It's like, well, they wanted all the money. They didn't want, or the life insurance or whatever. It's always about the money. It's always the money that is the dealio. It's like, yeah, well. So ridiculous. People are just so, they're just so, like, how did he not know that he was not going to, he put all these poisons in her protein shake. It was in her blood. But I guess the first 3 times that she went to the hospital, they just, you know, they didn't test for whatever it was. So I think he thought, oh, well, they won't test this time either or something. I don't know. Wonder what his IQ is. You'd think he'd be pretty smart to be a dentist. Oh, speaking of dentists, did you guys hear about that dentist? That woman recently with the dentist? Do I need to say more? Oh my gosh. It was just recently. It has to do with a woman and a dentist. She was having her wisdom teeth removed. Did you guys hear about that story? Because Lord have mercy. I remember having my wisdom teeth removed, and they put you all the way out. So you're under general anesthesia. You're not like half awake or anything like that. You are completely out. Yeah, well, so she went and had her wisdom teeth removed. Everything seemed fine. And you guys, when you have your wisdom teeth removed, it's not like there's one dentist. They have to have an assistant and an anesthesiologist in there. Think about that. So there's at least 3 people in the room. That's what another reason why this is so disturbing. Unless, oh, I just thought of this. Unless they were done with the procedure and she was in the waking up stages and this happened. And so he was like, okay, we're done. Everybody can leave. You know, I'll just monitor her. I don't know if that's even legal, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's just say that after she had that done, about 5 weeks later, she's like, something's not right. I need to go to the doctor. And she went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, no, you're fine. You're pregnant. And she's like, that's impossible. I can't be pregnant. I'm not in a relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Can't trust anybody these days. You can't trust anybody. Who can you trust? Nobody. Can't even trust the darn dentists. The dentists are out here trying to do all kinds of stuff. Oh, I wonder if that woman's husband, it said he was a doctor. I wonder if he was a dentist too. I don't want to go to the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. I'm scared. I used to love going to the dentist. I don't have any cavities. I don't have any cavities at all. I've never had a cavity. And I was never afraid to go to the dentist. You know, I was just like, well, I'll just go in, they'll clean my teeth, everything's fine. Yeah, well, I went in, and I don't trust this dentist's office at all. It was a woman, but I don't trust this dentist's office at all anymore. They said that I had periodontal disease, which I don't. And they're like, you need to have like this special cleaning done and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to cost, you know, $8 million and your firstborn. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, that's standard. That sounds about right. And so this procedure was the most painful, not the most painful, but you know what I'm saying? It was so painful. This procedure was so painful, and it took hours. And I guess normally they only do 1 quadrant of your mouth at a time. No, they did all 4 quadrants of my mouth. And for months, nay, not months. At least a year after that, my gums hurt so bad. I mean, they hurt so, they were inflamed and just hurt so bad. It took so long for them to go back to normal. And they were like, oh yeah, you should come in again and have it done. And I'm like, no, thank you. That's not going to happen ever. It's the worst thing that I've ever had done on my teeth. And I don't ever want to It was like a suit. It's like they clean. It's, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys know what it is, but it's like they clean under your gums. They like go kind of like under them. And it was just like, ugh, you guys, I can't even talk about it. Ugh, can't even talk about it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I feel like dentists are evil. I feel like they like to conflict. No, conflict. Why does that sound wrong? Pain on people. It's like, oh, does this hurt? Yes. And I can't tell you it hurts because you've got all this stuff in my mouth. Yes, it hurts. Why are they always trying to talk to you? They know you can't respond except for to go, Quit talking to me. Just tell me a story or something, but don't ask me questions. I can't, like, I don't know. Tell me something funny. I can't talk to you. Dentists should have like they should have stories like on the ready for their patients. Okay, so sit back. I'm going to tell you this story. Do you want scary, funny, drama? They should have like a whole, whole list. Or just put on some show or something. But yeah, how come they don't have TV? That's what they should do. They should put on some show for you to watch. Yes, instead of staring up at some poster on the ceiling. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe they have that now. I don't know. Hey, Lizzie. What you doing? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Just talking about dentists. Evil dentists. Evil. They just seem evil. I don't know. It's just pain. Every time you go to the dentist, pain. I'm too scared. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like back years ago, you'd go to the dentist and they'd be like, oh, okay, like I'm here for a cleaning, right? Okay, so you'd go in and you'd get a cleaning and they'd be like, okay, do you want to schedule your next cleaning now? And you'd be like, yes, I do, thank you. Or no, I will get back to you. Now it's like you go to the dentist for a cleaning and they're like, oh my gosh. There's a rhinoceros, there are 4 orangutans, I see at least 3 pythons in your mouth. Like, I need to get everybody on board here. We're gonna have to like we need to strap you down. You're gonna be here a while. It's just like, I wasn't planning on that. Or they just always have to schedule you for something else, and it's just, have you guys ever had the experience of getting quoted something? Okay, like you go in, right? And they're like, oh, you're going to have this done. I don't know, doctor, whatever. Okay, and they're going to give you a quote, right? So they give you a quote, right? Right? But you forgot to give them your health insurance information. Oops. So you do the right thing. You do the right thing because you're a good person. Because I know all of you guys here are good people. You do the right thing and you're like, oh, I got to give them I forgot to give them my health insurance information. So you give them your health insurance information and they go, oh, yeah, we got to give you a new quote. And it's twice as much. Huh? You had that happen? It's twice as much. Why is it twice as much? Because if you're uninsured, you get a discount. Did you know that? If you're uninsured, you get a discount. But if you're insured, they charge you full price. So, yeah, there's that. Isn't that fun? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's like, why am I paying for this insurance then? So I have to pay for the insurance, then I have to pay for the service. and it's more than it would be if I didn't have insurance. True story. It's sunny out here. It's so pretty. Yeah, less work for them. That's right. Yep. And the insurance companies just keep making money. You know who dictates your treatment plan? If you go to the doctor and let's say you have X going on with you, not Y, X. I'm just kidding. I don't know. You have something going on with you. It's ultimately the insurance company that decides your treatment, not the doctor. Because the doctor might say, okay, well, you need to have this done. But what does your insurance company say? They go, oh, no, yeah, we don't cover that. So you're screwed unless you use us. So you have to do this instead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Did I tell you guys this medication that my psychiatrist prescribed me is like between $1,500 and $2,000 a month? And I'm like, I haven't gone to pick it up yet. She goes, no, don't go pick it up yet. She's like, you guys, everywhere I touch on here, this thing is falling apart. She goes, no, don't go pick it up yet. Because I think she's trying to figure something out for me. I don't know what. I know you can go to the manufacturer of the medication and try to get like a discount. I did see that. But 2000, I might as well be on Ozempic at that point. I might as well just take Ozempic. I told Adam, I'm like, it's this medication or Ozempic. Cause yeah, I'm not, there's no, for a 30-day supply? What is this medication made out of? Is there like fairy dust in it? Does it like, I don't know, give me some superhuman powers? Pretty ridiculous. I don't know. So if this one doesn't work out, then she's gonna have to give me a different medication, obviously, because yeah, that's not gonna work. Can you imagine having that kind of money? Oh yeah, just one of my medications is $2,000 a month. I bet Kim Kardashian doesn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Since she's a billionaire. How did she become a billionaire? That is just crazy to me. That is just insane. I mean, what does she do? What is she? I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just like, dang, like. I think too, like that whole family came up right around the perfect time. It was like the perfect time for TV and stuff, for those types of shows and all that kind of stuff. What was the name of that? What was the name of that reality show? Something Island. Was it something Island? And basically they had couples go there. This was like the most diabolical show I think I've ever seen in my entire life. But I had to watch it because it was a train wreck. It was literally a car crash. You just could not look away from this show. So basically they would take couples that loved each other. Yes. And well, apparently not, but couples that cared about each other, right? And they committed relationships, and they're younger. I mean, they're in their 20s and all that kind of stuff, but still, doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I mean, Adam and I met when, you know, I was friggin' 16. So, they took them to this island, and there was, now how did this work? Oh, yeah. Okay. So they took the couples and they separated them. So they took the males and they put them on this island over here, right? How did this work? They separated the males and the females so that the couples weren't together, right? So that they were coupled, but not with each other. Temptation Island, thank you. And so they put a ton of alcohol in the mix, so that everybody was always drinking. Everybody's always drinking. And then they would go, I think, a full week or a couple days or something like that. Stuff would happen, and then of course they would get filmed, and then they would meet their significant other. They would meet up with their significant other, and then they would show them footage of stuff that had happened. Just diabolical. I could not stop watching that show. I was like, oh, what's happening? I'd always be like, ooh. I guess Big Brother was kind of like that too, huh? Well, not really. Remember The Real World? That was a good show. When it first came out, that was a really good show on MTV. That was a good show. Fantasy Island was a really good show too. No, Fantasy Island wasn't it. It was Temptation Island. Yeah. No, Fantasy Island was really good. No, Fantasy Island, they like helped couples. They helped like marriages and stuff like that, and they always made everything better in the end. But the plane. Rich Corinthian leather. Remember that commercial he was in? Rich Corinthian leather. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, the flowers. The flowers are so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I couldn't believe it on some of those, on the Temptation Island ones. I was like, whoa. That was easy. Some of these people were just, I'm like, is this real? Like, but then I saw this whole thing on reality TV shows, how like the producers and everything get really involved, and they kind of steer things the way that they want it to go. I'm not saying all shows are like that, but some of them are, where they kind of steer it the way that they want things to go. By causing arguments or, you know, conflict or something between the people who are on the show. Like, I know, like with the Real Housewives and stuff, they do that all the time. They do that all the time. They're constantly like stirring the pot. Is the Real Housewives still on anymore? God, I love those shows too. I tried to watch the New Jersey one. I didn't really like it that much. But I watched the 90210, and then I watched the Vanderpump Rules. I started watching that. Oh, I love that show. I don't even know how many seasons I watched of that. Well, until we got rid of the TV. So I don't even know if that's still a thing or not. I don't even know. But I watched 902, the Beverly Hills Housewives, and I watched the Orange County Housewives. I watched the New York one. That one was really good. I kind of feel like that was one of the best ones. Was the New York one. With Bethany Frankel. Bethany Frankel. Oh, Cheaters, totally. I used to love that one too. Here's what we're looking like so far. I loved watching that Cheaters, and some of them seemed real because like, I was like, oh, they're like, you know, this is for real. Some of them seemed fake. Most of them seemed real, but manipulated. I know what you mean, because it was like the guy, the host. I remember he would be in the van with the woman or the guy or whatever, and the way he was talking to them, I'm like, dude, can you like give them a minute to breathe? Like, you're like, okay, so now what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? It was just, I don't know. It just seemed like it was just dirty. Just dirty. Dirty. I'm scared to take this paper all the way off, but I'm gonna have to, so let's just do it. There we go. Okay. Oh, I haven't done it. Oh yeah, I've done the letter U. Okay. What else? Yeah, Cheaters. That's a really good one because you're just like, what? But it was never long enough. Like, I always wanted to know the resolution. That show was always like, I wanted to know the resolution. Like, I wanted to know, like, sometimes they would talk to them afterwards or whatever. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to see like the show all the way through. Like, okay, this guy cheated on you. Okay, are you gonna really go and get all your stuff or take his stuff and like throw it out? And like I wanted to see like what happened, you know? But yeah, the guy was just like, okay, so we should probably blah blah blah. I was like, dude, stop. You're not her best friend. You're literally just trying to get views. Alone, yes. That was one of my favorite shows of all time. Hi. That's okay. Don't apologize, Krista. I loved Alone. We watched that like we were diehards of Alone. Diehards. We used to guess all the time who's going to survive. Remember that guy who actually he hunted and got a moose, and I was like, "Oh, he's totally going to win. He's totally going to win. He got a moose. He got a moose." And it was in the winter time, and I'm like, "There's no way this guy's not going to." He had to be pulled from the show because he got protein poisoning. He got protein poisoning, and if you guys don't know what that is, basically, if your body eats too much protein, you have nothing but protein. So you're not eating bone cartilage. Well, yeah, bone cartilage, marrow, the marrow, the blood, the fat, the, carbs, that kind of stuff. You can get protein poisoning and it'll cause you to starve to death. Yes, you can starve to death with having an entire moose. And that's what was happening to him. And he had to be pulled from I was like, no way. So I think somebody from Washington State won. Didn't that herbalist win? She was really good. Or maybe she got pulled. I don't know, but she was really good. I've since seen her on like commercials. Like she sells products now. Either that or it's probably AI. Never mind. Why do I even say that? You know it's AI using her image. But yeah, I love that show. Loved it. They did a lot of them here, like Vancouver Island, up really close by where I live because it's so horrible. The weather is so bad here. I mean, if you can survive here, good luck. You're amazing if you can survive here in the winter out in the elements. Because yeah, all the salal and blackberry vines and all that kind of stuff. It's just crazy. What was that show? Okay, one of the main characters, her name was Sue. She lived up in the Arctic Circle. There was the couple who had all the kids. They had the snowmobiles. They used to catch the caribou. Um, oh my gosh, what was the name of that show? I used to watch it all the time. Not, I know, me either. Yes, the guy that was catching all those fish and he was not eating them and he was starving to death. It's like, dude, okay, eat, like eat. You have the food. But what was the name of that show where remember Sue had she had the airstrip up in the Arctic Circle and she had to take care of that whole facility by herself. And it was about people living up in Alaska. It wasn't Last Frontier. I love that show too. Until I found out that was fake. You guys, that show was totally fake. Did you know that? Do you know that they live near civilization? Like they live near grocery stores and everything? Below zero, thank you. Yes, that show is so good. But yeah, the Last Frontier, the one where they're growing all their own food and they have to like go hunting. The island that the guys would always go deer hunting on is the island that crazy family went and built that cabin on. The son that acted like he was a bear, and that was fake too. That whole show was fake, but that was the same island as the Last Frontier that they would hunt on. But yeah, I didn't know this, but the Last Frontier, the grandfather's a multimillionaire because his daughter is, oh, what's her name? I can see her face. She's a singer. She sings Intuition. What is her name? What is her name? Anyway, the show's fake. It was fake. That's when I started finding out that these shows were fake and my illusions were shattered. I was so naive up to that point. Like, can't you just let me keep being naive? I'd like to be ignorant, please. Thank you. But no, everybody has to come out and, oh, that show's fake. Here's what they were doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what? No. What are you talking about? That can't be true. Oh, it's true. Remember the Love Boat? The Love Boat. Rico just looked at me. Okay, I'll stop. I kind of watched The Love Boat, but I was really young. I was really young at that point. So... other shows did I like? I love to watch, Dr. Pol, the veterinary guy. I loved watching that. I loved watching animal stuff, like, totally. Oh, what about Mountain Men? Remember that show Mountain Men? That was good. That was really good. I liked that show. Yeah, that was a good one. Mountain Men. Forgot about that. Wonder what happened to Tom. I hope he's okay. Because he was elderly. He was kind of struggling. He was the one that caught all the beavers all the time. And he used to tan the hides. And he would sell the stuff. And they always made it seem like they were barely making it. you know, financially. And I was always like, I always felt so bad for him because he worked so hard and he was, you know, he was struggling to get around. And I was just like, I hope the show's paying you good, man. Hey, we should get on, you guys, we should go to TLC. No, screw TLC. Let's find another network. But we'll find a network and we'll do a diamond painting reality TV show. You guys, we could totally do it. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my God. And, you know, they always make somebody a villain. They always make somebody like the nice person, the stupid person, the smart person. They always do that. We would decide. We would decide that. We would tell them what we were going to do. We'd be like, nah. It's not going down that way. We're going to do it this way. Yeah, we need a diamond painting TV reality show. Oh man, we'd be so good. And we wouldn't even have to make drama up. We could just go on YouTube. I know, Nuckin. That's what I'm saying. Nuckin, that's what I'm saying. We could just go to YouTube for the drama. We wouldn't have to even make up our own. We could just go to YouTube. It's right there. It's like, oh, look at all that drama going on. There it is right there. Uh-huh. Okay, I will be contacting them and setting that up. So, oh, it'd be so good. My diamond painting's better than yours. I spent more money than you did last month. I don't buy from that company. I don't know what we would be doing, but you know, there'd be all kinds of. No, we would make it classy. We'd have a classy. We would draw viewers in for another reason. We would draw them in for another reason. We don't need to be like that because we're not like that. My hair is still wet from this morning, taking a shower. My hair is still wet. Dang. And I'm thankful that my hair is still wet because there was a time when my hair was so thin after having surgery and going through menopause that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get my hair back. Your hair does come back, but you do lose a lot of it. I don't think every woman does, but I did. Like a lot. It was so thin. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't recommend buying this. Maybe if you buy it, maybe you would get different results than this. But yeah. It's not working out very good. I'm still waiting on my delivery. They can't fit it in the mailbox, so it's gotta come. It said it was out for delivery, so. Oh yeah, Kathy. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. I was scared. I'm like, I thought I was gonna have to get a wig. And it went on for probably a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. Um, it started because of my surgery, but then it continued because of my menopause. And it was like I got two hits at once. You know, it was like surgery on top of, you know, menopause. So yeah, that's not ideal. Don't want to do that. It does look nice. I agree. Like it does. It does look nice. Oh, I'm turning it like this and I can see that the glue is all messed up. Oh, wow. But anyway, yeah, it does look good. It's cute. It's just not my favorite, but can you see? I don't know if you can see. There's huge sections where it's like right there, there's no glue right there. Now there's not supposed to be anything right there, but there's no glue right there. And it's all over. Like it's right there. There's no glue right here. This whole area does not have glue. In fact, when I go to stick this on here, I don't think it's going to stick because there's no glue. Oh, okay. All right, it did. Never mind, Margot. Are there any good movies coming out? Anybody? Like seriously, I'm seriously asking, are there any good movies? I mean, I feel like I've been waiting forever for like a good movie, like a good movie. I feel like ever since the cough cough, God, YouTube drives me nuts. I just cannot believe I can't say that. Ever since the cough cough, I mean, I sound like a 4-year-old. I feel like movies have really gone downhill, you know, like maybe there's been a couple good ones, like a couple like, wow, like blockbusters. But for the most part, it's like, where are all the good movies these days? Are there any good ones coming out? I just bought War Games, you guys. Yes, the 1980s flick with Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy, and I just bought War Games and I watched it again. Oh, it was so good. It was so worth it. It was like $7. Remember that movie? Do you want to play a game? Yeah, global thermonuclear war. Sure. Let's do that one. Oh, it's such a good movie. And it had been so long since I had seen it that I kind of forgot how it ended. And I was like, wait, how does this movie end? I'm like, because obviously it doesn't actually happen, you know, but yeah, it was really good. Now the Love Boat song is stuck in my head ever since I said it. Oh my gosh. Did we already talk about watching like Dynasty and let's see, Dynasty, oh gosh, what were the other ones? There was like 2 other ones, wasn't there? Something Landing. No. Right? Something Landing? Oh, I don't remember, but yeah. Again, I was super young. I used to watch The Young and the Restless, you guys. I was a Young and the Restless person. And do you know that I looked it up the other day and the show is still on and some of the same people are still in it? I'm like, what? You have to be like 84 years old. Why do you look like you're younger than me? like you're younger than me. You were in it when I was watching you. I was 20-something years old when I was watching The Young and the Restless, and some of these people are still in there, and they literally look like they're younger than me. Like, what? There's no way you're my age. There's no way you're my age. Movie magic. Movie magic. Knots Landing. Knots Landing. Dynasty. And I swear there was one other one. Wait, Dallas. Did I say Dallas? No. Yeah, Dallas. That's what it was. Dallas. Dallas. That had what's his name in it? Oh, he was such a famous actor. I'm so bad with names. But yeah, he JR. I think his name was JR in Dallas. Knots Landing, yep, Knots Landing. I think his name was JR in it. And I remember, I think one at the end of one season, they were like, oh no, he got pew-pewed. And then, like, you know, you had to wait until the next season or whatever. Those were the days. And you know, I have to just mention this. Let's just take what we're gonna automatically think off of the table. But you guys, I love the Cosby Show. I loved that Cosby Show until I knew what was going on. You know, now that I know what was going on, I mean, I don't like it. I don't like the thought of that now. But I used to like the Cosby Show too. Remember Samson and Son? No, Sanford and Son. Sanford. Good TV show. Remember Cheers? Oh my gosh. You know what is crazy to me? I never really watched Friends. Maybe I should go through and start watching those now, so that I know what all the hype was about. I was just not, I mean, during that whole time, I wasn't like in a stable place. Like, I was just like, so I couldn't watch it and stuff, but you know. Yeah, I just want a recommendation for a good movie. Been watching movies lately. And you know, sometimes you just need a refresher. You just need a reminder. Oh yeah, there was that movie. I totally forgot about that movie. Like with War Games. I don't even remember why I thought of that movie. Oh, yes, I do. Because of AI, because of all this AI stuff that's been coming out lately, it reminded me of War Games. I was like, oh, why is this eerily reminding me of the movie War Games? Boy, that's pretty scary, isn't it? AI. It can be, and at the same time, it can be scary and not at the same time. But you didn't either, yeah. Yeah, I never got into it. I don't know why. I think it was because of where I was in my life at the time. Because that was in the 80s, right? Yeah, I was like, there's no way. If anything was going on in the 80s, I wasn't really watching it. only have little things left to do on this, you guys. This has been really not, this has not been enjoyable, this particular thing. I'm glad you guys are here, or I would have chucked this thing across the room. I literally, this would be in the garbage. And it might end up in the garbage if I can't get these to adhere. That was so funny that I didn't know that there was plastic covering the backs or the little feet. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Can you guys see my, yeah, you can see the paint. This is the J-wall underneath here. And I've got, this is the square that I'm working on right there. Oops. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. Why is my... Okay. I love Nicole Kidman. She was in a really good movie with the guy from Jurassic Park, the main character from Jurassic Park. It was called Dead Calm. Very good movie. Very good movie. I think it was her breakout movie. Billy Zane is also in there. If you guys remember Billy Zane, he was in that movie too. Really good movie. Oh, thank goodness. Am I done with these numbers? No, I'm not. Scarlet A. Oh, like the Scarlet Letter? Because I remember they used to put, you know, Scarlet Letter. I remember that. There's a movie about that. Was it called Scarlet Letter? Probably. Oh my gosh. Look at this. It's all falling apart. Scarpetta. Oh, Scarpetta. I'll have to look into that. Scarpetta. Thank you. Yeah, I really like her acting. She's been in just so many movies. I think my favorite movie that she's been in is The Others. I think that's my favorite Nicole Kidman movie. I think that's my favorite Nicole Kidman movie. Okay, I think I'm done with the number ones now. Thank goodness. Scarpetta. Wonder who's in that. Well, I'll have to look it up, won't I? Okay, number 2. Do you guys ever diamond paint where you go in order of number? Or in order of your kit up? I do, because I'm weird. Yeah. Oh, I figured it was autocorrect. Flipping to autocorrect. I am constantly trying to text stuff to like my family, and it's just like, what? You know, and then I'm correcting it, and I'm like, they probably think I'm crazy. Who's been getting the motor vehicle licensing warning, not warnings, but the fact that you're in violation? That's been going around here in Washington State. All of us in my family have gotten it multiple times that we have a motor vehicle registration problem or a traffic violation or something like that. And there's going to be serious consequences, and we have court dates and all this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, you're going to text that to me. My favorite one was the one that I got where the county clerk was John Smith, but the judge was also John Smith. So I was like, dang, what are the chances? They're getting pretty good at these scams, though. I can see how some people, and some people are falling for it. They're literally falling. In fact, Adam told me that one of the guys he works with, his girlfriend, literally put in her credit card information. Like, click the link and put the credit card information in. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up, Kathy. Yeah, she literally put her credit card information in, and like, I'm like, what? No. Because it's like, click this link on, and I'm like, yeah, and lose everything on my phone? Sure. Not a problem. Not a problem. I will click on your link. Yeah, so all of my family, we're all felons. And yeah. All of us, we are all in violation under Washington state law, according to the scammers. They're scammers. This isn't a real thing. Oh my gosh, thank God my painting isn't like this. This would be, I would contact the company. Because this is painful. It's painful. But is that going on anywhere else in the country? Vehicle registrations, toll booths, parking violation style things that you're getting texts, court dates, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's been pretty funny around here lately. It happens. It's been happening pretty much every other day. So it's like, oh, come get me then. Guess you don't know where I live. It's funny. It never talks about the vehicle, the make and the model of the vehicle. It never talks about the license plate. It never talks about the registered owner. It never even mentions your name. It just says you. You're gonna get in trouble. There's never a fine amount. You know, it's just click this link. Click this link. Click it. Click it. I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I just recently have started posting stuff there for sale. And so I didn't know anything about it. And I got this hit, and this person was like, oh, is this for sale still? And I was like, yeah, it is. And they're like, can I come by and pick it up today? And I was like, yeah, you know, meaning we can meet somewhere. But yeah. And they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna PayPal you. Or they were like, do you have Venmo or Cash App? And I'm like, no, I have PayPal. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna PayPal you the money now so you can put it as sold. Let me know when you get it. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you haven't even seen it. Like, what? Like, I was really confused. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting. And they're like, I sent the PayPal. Did you get it? And I'm like, no. And they're like, check it. And I'm like, I did. I'm like, give it a second because maybe it takes a minute for it to come through. And they're like, no, I sent it. Check it. And I'm like, I'm checking and it's not there. And so I'm thinking maybe I need to go on my computer, you know, because they were being really pushy. And so I go on my computer and I'm like, no, it's not there. And they're like, well, there's an email that says that you got the money. And I was like, okay, well, I haven't gotten the money. So, and they're like, yeah, you did. You got the money because the email's right here. And they're like, check under your spam stuff. And I'm like, huh, check under my spam email, eh? So I'm like, okay. So I checked under my spam email and there it was. It said that I had received $50 into my PayPal account and that into my PayPal business account, and that all I had to do was send $500 to the business email and I would receive $550. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is the worst scam I have ever seen. I'm like, you should literally be embarrassed of yourself. Like, you should be embarrassed. And they're like, I sent you the money. I want my money back. And I'm like, dude, I have proof that you didn't send me the money. Okay. So I can prove it in a court of law. And I literally did say F off because I was so mad. I was just like, because it took me a long time because I had to get on my computer. I had to like do a bunch of different things, you know, and I was just like, what a waste of my time. Let's know the law together. What is going on? Oh, you know what? It does look super cute, but it's driving me nuts because the stick is really bad. But, oh, wouldn't that be great? Oh, do you accept Bitcoin? I have 14,000 Bitcoin I can send you. No. Be like, yeah, my grandma left me like 500,000 Bitcoin. Is that a lot? Like, maybe I could just send that to you. Oh man, people are just rich. Rich meaning, you know, like not rich money-wise, but just like, dang. Oh my gosh. Pretty funny though. Yeah. So I was just like, mm-mm. And they tried to, they were trying to like get me. Like they were like starting to throw a fit, like they were gonna like say something to somebody. I'm like, go ahead. Anybody with a brain would see that the money didn't go into my account. So, and that's what I said. I said, I have proof that the money hasn't gone into my account. So there's nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it, mister. So just go away. You lame-o. You're such a lame-o. Really wish I could multi-place on this. I would have been done like an hour ago, but this thing is like, no. Oh, it's pulling. Oh, this thing. Well, I should show you guys the spray that I use. You have to use it outside. You absolutely cannot use it inside the house. I mean, you could, but whew, you'd be in for a trip to the ER probably. I'm guessing. I don't recommend it. So I was talking about this in that video too, but I found my daughter, it's called an Aztec death whistle. It's kind of dramatic. An Aztec death whistle. You heard me correctly. You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. So it's very ornate. It's really cool looking. Like, you know how people collect masks from different countries and stuff like that, and they hang them on their wall, and they're like really ornate and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Kathy. I know. Let's mow the lawn together. It's so true. The thing is there are so many people who will fall for stuff. And I don't mean that in a mean way, like, oh, you'll fall for that. But literally, like, they will fall for it. Though it's in the realm of believability, in other words. You know, it's not like so over the top, because this scam, the person had, like I said, emailed me, and it did say that it was deposited into my PayPal account, but it was a business PayPal account. Now, I know I don't have a PayPal business account. I also know that I can check my PayPal and see that there's not money. If there's not money in there, I ain't, But some people I could see, they'd be like, oh no, it was deposited. Like, oh. Oh, you've had the toll booth scams too? Jamie Lee Curtis. Sorry, I'm just now looking at that. Oh, gosh, I love her too. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, we keep getting them. Oh, yeah, let me grab it. Okay, it is this. It is this. It's Rust-Oleum 2 times Ultra Cover Clear Gloss. This is awesome. It's non-yellowing, UV resistant. Now, I recommend this with coasters or things like this, like plastic, things like that. But the thing is keep in mind, this has a, do you have to go potty? I think he has to go outside. It has a pretty strong smell, and the smell hangs around for a while. Hold on, I think he has to go to the potty. Hold on just a minute. Can I go outside? Sorry, longest potty of his life. He was looking at all the birds and the squirrels and stuff. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, so that stuff, it leaves. He's barking at the goats. It leaves you know, an odor for a while. You know, take it outside when it's nice, spray it, and kind of just leave it out there. I've done 2 coats before. I recommend 2 coats. So just put something underneath it so when you're spraying it, you know, it's not getting on your cement or anything. It'll come off the cement, but listen to that. Listen to that little man. So what are you guys doing for Easter? I didn't get an answer. What are you guys doing for Easter? Some people said nothing. I mean, once you get, you know, once the kids are grown and there's no grandchildren or anything like that, it's like, you know, what do you do? Like I said, we don't celebrate Easter, but I love hearing about people's celebrations. Oh, Maxine, you too. I will be here, I promise. I will be here. Thank you so much for being here, Maxine. Love you so much. Seriously. Loves, my friend. Loves to you and your family. Oh, that's where okay, that's where it went. I see. I see. Listen to him. Will, oh my gosh. Will, hi, my friend. No, seriously, hi. How are you? Oh, Will, hi. Hi. You guys, Will's here. Krista, don't worry about it, please. I promise you, please. Will, how are you doing? Are you getting ready to celebrate Easter, my friend? I'm doing well, thank you. I was talking about, though, how all of us have been so tired lately. How have you been? Have you been feeling tired lately, or are you doing okay? A lot of people just been like, just kind of like tired, you know? Can't get enough sleep type of a thing. But yeah, what are you doing for Easter? We're not doing anything, like I just said, but I celebrate Ostara, which is something completely different from Easter. It's prior to Easter. So sorry about my nose. I went outside. Apparently I'm allergic to outside. I can't diamond paint right now outside. I'm allergic to it. Oh, egg hunt. Yep. Yeah, that'll be fun. Wonder if I'm ever going to have grandkids, you guys. Do you think I will? I don't know. Oh, nice. Oh, do you want to say where you went on vacation? You don't have to. How fun. How long were you gone? And like, did you have fun? What did you do? You don't have to say where you went. But I mean, you're not there anymore, so you know, there's that. You're not there anymore. Nice. You think I'll have grandkids? Yeah, I think I will too. I think I'm gonna have three grandkids. You guys don't even know how I'm gonna spoil them. I've already told the kids, so they have been forewarned. They have been forewarned. So let me just tell you how it's going to go down. Okay. Here's how it's going to go down. So I have grandkids, right? Hey, mom, can you watch the kids? Of course, sweetie. I'll be over right away. Now, on my way there, I have to do a couple of stops. Just maybe one or two. Okay. So the first stop is the grocery store. Now, you might ask, but why? Why are you going to the grocery store, Rami? You're just going to go over and babysit your grandkids. Yes, I am. I will be buying the following products: fudge, a jar of peanut butter, a jar of chocolate milk, and gum. Okay, now obviously this depends on the age of the grandchildren. Okay, so there's that. So I'll be bringing that over. Now, I'm also going to get some of those Nestle Toll House cookie things that you bake. You know, the ones that you just break off and you put in the thing. Oh, you went to Arizona? Oh, it must have been hot. It was nice and warm down there. Nice. So why the fudge and the jar of peanut butter, Rami? Well, for them to eat. So I'll explain. The fudge goes right out onto the kitchen table. Just here you go. There's some fudge. I'll cut it up. I'll cut it up. And the jar of peanut butter, I don't know. It just gets left open like on the table. And then, you know, we're going to bake some cookies. We're going to have some suckers. We're going to have some gum, all that kind of stuff. Now, notice they're not at my house, right? They're not at my house. They're at my kid's house. Yeah. So there's a reason for that. Because I remember when my kids were little and what they used to do. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am kidding. I wouldn't let my grandkids eat that kind of stuff. I wouldn't. But yeah, it's just fun. It's fun to play around. But yeah, I always joke with the peanut butter. Oh, how did you get that blanket? Oh, did I leave the closet open? This is not for you right now. That's not for you. You little one. You little one. Come here. For me, it's all about, like, I can't wait to, like, you know, show the grandkids how to cook and bake and do all that kind of stuff and color and, like, well, I'm not going to show them how to color. They'll know how to color on their own. But, you know, I'm excited. I can't wait. I was a preschool teacher, so I'll do okay up until they're 6, and then apparently I lose my touch. Apparently, according to my own children. Yeah, that'll be great. Sorry, I keep sniffling. Sorry. This is the very first time that YouTube has allowed me to put my phone horizontally. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my phone is horizontal and the chat is still on the side of the phone, which is amazing. So Nuckin, I don't know if you heard this or if you need to hear this or if you even want to hear this. But before you came on here, I was telling everybody Mirthful Diamond Art, which is now the name of the company, is shipping factory to you, so it's free. So the shipping goes directly from the factory to you, so it's free. So if you've been waiting on maybe purchasing something, now's the time. And you can always use my code, which I don't know. I would have to look it up. I don't know what my code is. But somebody did just use my code today. So thank you to whoever that was. If you're here, thank you. I think there is a painting from there that I want to get, but make sure that you are watching my channel next week. Okay? Make sure. I've got a couple of good videos coming out. Oh, they wanted fruit? Oh, see, I love fruit. I love fruit. Oh, really, Nuckin? Yeah, okay, we'll use my code. Whatever my code is, use it. Yeah, it's factory direct shipping, which is free. So I just found that out today. So I just wanted to let anybody know who was waiting on like something, because she was like, she realized it made way more sense just to have it done that way than to, that is him bumping the camera. What are you doing, Mr. Rico? I hope I'm not frozen. I'm frozen on my TV for some reason. Huh, okay, weird. Weird, it's weird, weird. So weird. So yeah, the person on the April Fool's video, they said, oh, I was so happy, but now I'm sad. She's so annoying. That's what they said. So I said, thanks for the view. Well, yeah, I would too. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be moving soon, you guys. When I mean soon, I mean by the end of this year. And I'm okay with it. I don't even care anymore. I'm just like, I just don't even care anymore. You know, when you have evil come into your life, when there is evil in your life, I'm not being religious right now, just hear me out. There is evil. There is evil. We don't need to be religious to know that there's evil happening, right? Like that, it doesn't have to be a religious thing, because I am absolutely not religious at all. I'm telling you, there's evil, okay? And when I say there is an evil in my life happening, like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to be like, we're going to move, and it's my dad. My dad is the evil. My dad is the evil part of what I'm talking about. And for him to permanently be out of my life, and I don't ever have to hear from him or anybody else ever again that has anything to do with him, I'm just going to be so glad to not have to deal with that and never have to think about him again. Never have to think about him again. Yeah, me too. I have been putting money aside. I've been putting money aside. Hey, Betty Blues. Hi, sorry, I just saw you. This is, yes, it's really cute, but it's really frustrating. The glue's really bad, but we're going to, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. We are going to be living in Washington until my husband retires. And then we are going to be moving out of the state. We're not going to live in this state anymore. This is probably the most expensive state to live in. Our gas prices are almost at $6 a gallon. Almost. It's at $5.95. How much higher can we get before it gets to $6? Not much more. So we're definitely not going to live. We're not going to live here anymore because of property taxes and stuff like that. We just had the largest tax increase in the state's history for property taxes. There is, if you're interested, just if anybody's interested, there is a 367 square foot studio apartment. You heard that correctly. I said 367. 367 square foot studio apartment available in Seattle right now for $300,000 if anyone is interested. I am not making that up. And you know what? It's probably already gone. People probably already bought it because that was probably the best thing that they had. Oh, yeah. Is it? I'm ready to buy a horse and buggy too. Let's do that. Hey, Betty, let's just become Amish. Come on, let's do it. I can bake. I can bake really good. I'm a very good baker. I can bake anything. Rico, what are you doing? I'm scared because I haven't heard him. No, let me check on him. Where is he? Rico, where are you? He's trying to get something underneath the love seat that's not there. There's nothing there. So. Oh, I hear my son coming with his subwoofer. I think my subwoofer is more powerful than his. I bet they are the sweetest people too. Right? Wouldn't you love to? Oh, yeah. They do. They work so hard. I would love to be friends with a lot of Amish people. I really would. Like, yes, let's raise a barn today in my backyard. Let's go. Or, yeah, yes, teach me how to do that quilt right there. I would love to know how to do that. But yeah, it's let's face it, it's become unaffordable everywhere. It's just Washington State is well, I'll just tell you guys. We pay almost $8,000 in property taxes here. Just us, my husband and I. $8,000 in property taxes. And that's not affordable. I'm sorry, but I just got assessed again. We just got assessed again. And $8,000? What? Say who, what, why? What? Who you, what? I do not live on a golden palace. I am sorry, but I don't live like, huh? $8,000? Oh, it's awesome. See, and we don't have an Amish community here, really. They tend to be back east, I think. Rico, you're scaring me. I can't hear you. Oh yeah, 2 hours for sure. And that's with breaks, which they don't take. But I mean, you know, that'd be with like discussion and stuff. It's gonna be really well built. Yeah. They do such good high quality work. It's just insane. It probably will though, Nuckin. Rico. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, no, this one actually really didn't hurt, surprisingly. But I have a very high pain tolerance. This is my husband's name, Adam, on my ring finger. And it's kind of faded because your hands are very, you know, you use your hands a lot. But my tattoo artist is so cool. You guys, you know what he told me? And I swear to God, this is for real. He was like, yeah. He goes, but that's the whole point of a tattoo, right? It's not supposed to look like it's, and he's done like all of my really cool tattoos. So like I have really nice tattoos done by him, but he's like, tattoos fade, you know, that's what they do. It's like that's what happens. So, but he's right. Yeah, no, this one actually didn't hurt at all. I've had ones that have hurt really bad. The most painful tattoo I've ever had was on my elbow. On my elbow. Directly on my elbow. My second painful tattoo was on my underarm, underneath your arm, not your armpit, but you know, under your arm, like the underside of your arm. For 4 hours, he worked on that. That hurt really bad. Another painful place is in the ditch. They call it the ditch, which is right here. Oh no, my phone's about to die. Hold on a second. Sorry. And there goes that. Just a minute. I'm panicking. So right here, the ditch. This is the most painful part. And look how much he put in the ditch. Look at that. Look at how much he put in there. I'm like, dude, you're killing me here. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Nuckin. Under my bicep. Yeah, under my arm. Yeah, the under part of your bicep. He worked 4 hours on that. 4 hours straight. I was just like, oh my God. Oh. But your elbow, I'm telling you right now, your elbow is so much more painful than that. It's not even funny because it's right on the bone. He was finishing my sleeve and he was like, well, you don't have anything on your elbow. Do you want anything on your elbow? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, what? We literally were just like sitting right there. And I'm like, well, I don't know. What should we put on my elbow? I'm like, I don't want anything weird on my elbow. I'm like, ooh, I want a spider web on my elbow because all the gang members have that. And I want to pretend like I'm one of them. He goes, you really want a spider web? I'm like, yeah, let's do a spider web. He goes, cool. So he starts doing a spider web. I'm like, whoa. The amount of pain, what, oh, that was, ooh. And then he tells me when he's done with the tattoo, he goes, "Did it hurt?" Because he knew it hurt, because I told him it hurt. I said, yes. He's a really good friend of mine, by the way. He's one of my students' parents, so I've known him like forever. And he goes, "Yeah, that's the most painful place to get a tattoo." I'm like, yeah. Okay. Why'd you take so long then? He just laughs. He thinks it's funny. That's why I love him so much. Oh, really? Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have an upper arm sleeve on my, so I have, let's see, my left arm is a full sleeve. My right arm is just a partial upper. And basically here's what I do, because I know him. I bring $500 and I throw it on the table and I say, "Here you go. That's how much I want done." And he goes, "Okay." So he'll it's up to him. Like, he charges whatever per hour, but I just basically, I bring a set amount and I give it to him and I say, "This is how much I want done," so that I know how much I'm paying, so that I don't, because I'm just going to keep going back to him anyway. So I just give him $500 and he's like, "Okay, well," and I'm like, "Well, figure your tip in with that too." Him and I have this weird relationship, but it's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to get that underarm done. See? Maybe he was scared to get it done, huh? Huh? Rico. Rico. That darn little boy. Where did he go again? Just a minute. Rico. Where are you going? Put it upper? Okay. Okay. There he is. Here he is. There he is. Yeah, I just bring whatever I can afford, because I don't want to mess with that whole thing. I'm like, well, $125 an hour. I don't know how much you're going to get done in 120 or in an hour. So, like, here, you know what I mean? Yeah, because see, it gets worn away. Yeah, it gets worn away. It depends on where it is. You would think it would still be there though, on our inner lip. Yeah, you would think that would still be there. Cause, but I don't know. Maybe it does go away there. I know the one on my hand, like I was talking about my finger, cause you wash your hands all the time. You're doing the dishes all the time. You're always using your hands, putting lotion on, taking showers. You know, well, that's the same with all your tattoos. But your hands, you're using them so much, and it's gonna wear off on your hands quicker than other parts. So I'm wondering if your lip is kind of like that, kind of similar maybe, and it gets worn away because, like, you're eating or saliva. I don't know if saliva is like acidic or something, maybe, but these are so bad. These are moving around so much. It's just what? Okay. I'm missing a couple of these right here. But yeah, I love tattoos. I'm addicted to tattoos. I haven't wanted another one for a really long time now because I haven't really thought about like what I would want. So I haven't been like looking or thinking about a tattoo. Also because I'm diamond painting all the time and I want to spend all my money on diamond painting. Oh, that could be, yeah, lip full, right. Yeah. That's a really good guess, or not guess, but yeah, that's a really good thought, actually, probably on why. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Not on your hands or your neck, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, I've wanted one on my neck for a long time, but I just, I don't think I'm gonna get one. My husband's like, no. And also, that's not the deciding factor. But the thing is like, it's like now I'm older, and I mean, I have wrinkles on my neck. Let's be real. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you know. I don't. There's not really another place except for my right forearm. Oh, right. So I wanted to get tattoos on my hands, and my husband was like, absolutely not. Which is so funny because I got a tattoo of his name on my ring finger, but I said I want to get tattoos on my hands, and he's like, no. What's the matter? You guys, it's so cute. He can't get a toy out of this toy box, which he can. He's not. He hasn't figured it out. He can get it, but he's not. Oh my God, this is such a mess, you guys. Oh, this is such a mess. Okay, well. You don't have any tattoos? Nothing wrong with that. There's certain people that like tattoos, and then there's other people that don't. There's nothing wrong with either one, you know. I don't think that there's anything wrong with not having tattoos. I mean, it's pretty extreme, you know. I think in some people's eyes, it's like, wow, dang, like that's a commitment, you know. And I can totally see why people would not want to get tattoos. 100%. Plus, you know, like, I think a lot of people are like, what if they screwed it up? Or like, what if something went wrong? Right? What if something went wrong? So you got to know somebody. But if you don't want tattoos, you don't want tattoos. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like some people like oysters and some people don't like oysters, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't think people should be shamed for not wanting tattoos, and I don't think people should be shamed for having tattoos. I don't think it should be either one. I think people just, it's just a preference, and people who don't have tattoos, you know, it's, I mean, it's totally, I always wondered, see, where did this go? Oh, you guys, this is so bad. What's happening on this painting? See, like this disappeared. Like, where did it, I must have knocked it off or something. I think that's why they gave me so many extras. Because, oh my gosh. I saw the pixel art, but I haven't. Oh, it's on the side of my tray, but I haven't seen it. Oh, it's not? Congratulations, a baby girl. Oh. Yes, brother's home. My son's here. My beefcake son. Okay, wait. No, there's a bunch over here. Yeah, they're expensive. Tattoos are very expensive. They're definitely an investment. It's like, you know. They're I don't even know how much I have spent on my tattoos. Thousands of dollars. I mean, I don't even know how many tattoos I have at this point. I honestly, I don't know how to count them. Like if you just count my sleeve, okay, so if you count my sleeve, that's one, right? So, but there's so many tattoos within the sleeve, and then there's one on my finger, then there's the half sleeve on my other arm, and then there's 3 on my neck, on the back of my neck. And then there's one on my lower back. And then there's one on my ankle. I have one on my ankle. I actually don't know. I don't know how many tattoos I have. Oh my word, I have missed so many. No, I haven't missed them. I think they've slid off is what's happened. Yeah, they're sliding off of the, oh my gosh. But yeah, probably thousands of dollars. And the amount of time too, because like, you know, you have to sit for 3-4 hours minimum. When you're going in to get tatted, it's, oh my gosh. You guys, I don't even think I'm going to be able to like take this over to the, like I have to check everything here to make sure. I think, oh, you guys, I think I finished it. I finished it. But see, all of this stuff is all, hi honey. Brennan. I know. Sorry, guys. Brennan was talking to Rico. It's okay. Oh, did he leave and not say hi? He said hi. He said hi to you. He said hi. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll put it on mute. Just a minute. Okay, we're mostly done barking now. Yeah, some tattoos are really, yeah. Yes, I have, Betty Blue. I have talked about that in so many of my videos. I have been talking and talking and talking and talking about DAC's glue. And most people keep saying, "No, mine's fine." And I'm like, thank you for saying that, because I literally thought, okay, am I like just being like a snooty, like what is my deal? Like why do I keep thinking that it's like bad? But yeah. See, oh, this just came off. No. It's like I can't touch it. It's like, okay, just barely. Okay, so you guys, let's go out and spray this. Let's go out and spray this. Hold on, let me check it one more time. Nope, see? Right here. This is horrible. This has been just this is the worst one I've ever done. I'm just sorry. I'm just checking it here. I'll try to take you out with me. My breezeway is a complete mess from the storms and stuff, but we'll go out there and I'll try to find something to spray it on. I think I have a box I can spray it on. Okay, I think I have it. I think everything's covered, and I'll go ahead and show you how this spray works. It's not magic. I mean, it's very straightforward. You know what? Let me find a piece of cardboard real quick to put it on. Hold on a second. I think I'm gonna have to go out to my garage. Just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. What I did I can't see your guys' comments, so I just put it on a piece of parchment paper. I gotta shake this stuff up really, really good. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this with one hand. There we go. Okay. So again, this is what it is. It's not gonna stick to this parchment paper. Don't use wax paper, but you can use parchment paper, okay? So we're just gonna start off of, you don't wanna start on the piece, so you wanna start off. So okay, just like that. And that's pretty good for now. We're gonna come back. It's not too cold out here, so I'm gonna leave that be. And I'm gonna come back and do another coat in about an hour. Okay. In the meantime, you get to see Rico. There he is. There's your baby. Hello. Hello, mister. And Coco is wrapped up in my sweater. What are you doing over here? Okay. So, I couldn't read anything you guys were talking about, so. Oh. There we go. Okay. No snow. No. All right, you guys. Well, I have finished the project. Thank God, because, geez, this is like, that project, there was no stick to it whatsoever. So, I'm going to go back to working on this, which is the J-wall. I'm going to work. Am I turning this the wrong way? There we go. Nope, I am. I'm not. I mean, okay. All right, you guys. Well, I guess that's it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those of you who gave me a super chat. It looks like I got $14.99. So it'll be interesting to see on my analytics. I will be more than happy to show that to you in YouTube, the YouTube Facebook group, or Facebook group, not YouTube, Facebook group. So I'll show that to you there. Anyway, you guys, for now, I'm going to say bye. I love you. And thank you so much for being here today. And let's see if I can end the live. If it'll let me. Okay. Yes. All right. Love you guys. Bye, Betty. Love